Hey, I'm Bryony Kennedy, and I've got some exciting news because we finally got the ultimate streak-free tanning mitt to complement our very popular best-selling natural fake tan. So this particular fake tan is a natural one. It's stink-free. You can use it every day as a gradual tan. Even the fairest of skins, this looks divine on. So if you've been using just your hands or even disposable gloves, say no more to that, because we've now introduced this reusable streak-free mitt. Now, this beautiful velvety mitt is one that will just give a beautiful, flawless tan time and time again. So you can wash this in the machine after every use. I will give you a demonstration on how to apply it with this mitt in just a moment. But what I thought I would do is give you some tips on my tanning. So what I found, even prior to Adorn having its own tan, was that tans are always best applied on moisturized skin. It just prevents the pigment grabbing onto the dry patches on the body, especially the elbows, the knees, the feet, and the hands. But also, I think for a more natural tan, it's a really good point to note that having your color on the inside of your arms and of course your palms should be a little bit lighter. So whether that's half a shade or a shade lighter, it just gives a more natural appearance. This skin always seems to get a lot darker as well, and the same with your hands and the soles of your feet. So my big tip is to moisturize your whole body first, paying special attention to the insides of your arms, your armpits, and of course your elbows, knees, and feet. That being said, I moisturize my whole body. What I don't do is rub it in so much on those areas. I let the moisturizer sit just so that the tan has less chance of grabbing in those areas. So let's get started on how to apply a really beautiful, flawless self-tan. Now, the mitt, as I said, is a new launched product. It comes in this handy bag, and make sure you keep this because this is going to be the best way to keep your mitt, okay? So all you need to do is remove it from its bag. And what I love about this bag is that once you're done, you can, of course, without touching the mitt, you just pop your hand back in the bag and you hold on to it like this and wiggle your hand out. So there's no touching the mitt and getting fake tan on your fingertips or hands at all. So I'll go through that again in a moment, but let's get started with applying the tan with the new mitt. It's a beautiful velvety material, so you'll find the tan goes on nice and evenly because of this particular fabric. Any fabric that's too rough is not always going to get that tan to stick to the skin as flawlessly as it should. So here we go. I'm going to just pop on a couple of pumps for my legs, and I've got a trusty stool here to assist, okay? So using this side to apply my right side, I'm just going to be massaging that onto my lower leg, really massaging that in. I'll leave this here with me. And another 2 pumps for my thighs. Now, another tip, when you're doing your feet, make sure you go between the toes. So you're really going in between your toes. So face your mitt this way and just really get that little bit, tiny little bit of tan in between the toes. Now, you would probably be naked doing this, so of course it's going to be a lot easier to rub it in. If not, what you want to do is just lift up and make sure you pop it in around your bikini line so that it goes up just that little bit further than where you would leave your clothes. Okay, another 2 pumps. Okay, legs are done. Now, of course, I'm going to be able to use my right hand to do my right arm, my chest, but of course, moving over to the other side of my body, I'll show you how to transfer the mitt again without touching it and transferring colour onto your palms. A good full pump for the arm. Just goes on effortlessly, which is great. Make sure you use the last bit and wipe that down the armpit. And of course, don't have any deodorant on when you're doing this. Okay, now to do my hand, because we don't want white hands, I'm going to rub it on the back of my hand like that, and again using that seesaw and then on top of the fingers like this. And there you should have really naturally tanned hands without your palm being tanned. Okay, so moving to the other side of my body. Actually, first I might just pop a bit of this on my face. I find this quite safe to pop on my face, so I've done a spot treatment or spot test of this, so you can pop it on your face. Now make sure you get behind your ears as well. Just put little bits like this on at a time. Now, your skin will feel warm when you put the tan on, and that's completely normal. Warm is normal. The reason for that is the coffee seed, that's the ingredient that's in there. Really rub it into the brows. Okay. So the warm feeling that you'll get is completely normal. Okay, so let me show you how to get the mitt off without getting any stain on this hand. Of course, you could try to just pull it off like this at the elastic, but I find the easiest thing to do is to pop it back into the bag that you're going to keep. Don't throw this away, and just pull your hand out and swap it around and pop the other hand in. And now you're good to do the other side. Again, a tiny bit in the armpit area. Now, we all need someone to help us with our backs, don't we? That's for sure. And again, the hands and the fingers and the seesaw action in between. Good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is leave this tan. It's the beginning of the day. If you wanted to get darker a little bit quicker, you could do an application in the morning and an application at night. Of course, don't shower that day. And of course, you could also use this as a daily moisturizer just to top up your tan on the areas that you expose the most. So maybe what you might do with your tan is apply it all over your body once or twice to get the color right, and then just use it every every other day to keep the parts of the body that you expose the most brown. And again, every other week, apply a full body application. So yes, you can apply it every day. Yes, you can apply it for a few days just to get the color right. One of my biggest tips with any of the tans is to make sure that you moisturize daily to retain the color. If you are tanning, the skin will dry out as it normally does with or without tan, and the tan will start to cling to those dry skin areas, and of course that's when it starts to look patchy. To avoid that happening, no matter what tan you're using, hopefully it's the Adorn one, just moisturize every day, especially those areas of the body, and you'll find your tan lasts that much longer. Okay, so a little bit more effort for a longer lasting tan. So you can grab your Mitt in the tools section of the website. It's a beautiful add-on to the natural tan that we already have. Of course, it's reusable, and you may find that you like to wash this maybe every other application. It's up to you. I don't think that you need to do it necessarily every application. You might find once a week or once a fortnight is fine. Hand wash it by itself because it is black. You don't want any of the color that may run the first time. Black material always seems to lose a little bit of color. So hand wash it on its own to start with, or with your other black garments. So have fun. I can't wait to see your pics of your before and after tan. You don't have to get into your full bathers like me, but even if we get to see your legs or your arms before and after would be awesome. I would love to see the golden tan that it's given you.